notice how when a Black person starts talking about liberation, like real liberation, not reform, not representation, but freedom, the world calls them dangerous? That's what happened to Frantz Fanon, a man who didn't just talk about revolution. He studied the psychology of oppression, said out loud what colonizers never wanted us to understand. Violence built the system, and sometimes only violence can dismantle it. Frantz Fanon was born in Martinique in 1925, a French colony at the time. He was raised on an island where whiteness wasn't just power, it was aspiration. He saw Black people taught to hate their own reflection, and it shaped everything that he became. He fought in World War II for France, believing in their promises of freedom and equality. But when he came home, that uniform didn't protect him from racism. He said, "I discovered my Blackness in the eyes of the white man." That moment, that awakening, turned him from a soldier of empire into a critic of it. Fanon became a psychiatrist. He started seeing colonization not just as a political system, but as a sickness. He said that the colonizer and the colonized both suffer from it, but only one profits. He studied how oppression seeps into your mind, your body, your self-worth. He wrote about what it means to live in a world that tells you that your skin is a problem, your liberation is a threat. His first book, Black Skin, White Masks, exposed just how deep that psychological violence runs. He said the Black man wears the white mask because survival demands it, but freedom, that all starts when you take it off. He wrote what would become one of the most important books on liberation ever written, The Wretched of the Earth. In it, he said colonization isn't ended by conversation, it's ended by confrontation. He called violence a cleansing force, not because it's noble, but because it breaks the chains of submission. He said the colonized man finds his freedom in and through violence. And that's the quote that made the world clutch its pearls, because he said what everyone knew but was too afraid to name. Fanon died young, at 36, of leukemia, but before he died, he warned the world of what would happen if newly independent nations copied their colonizers, instead of freeing themselves from them. He said the national bourgeoisie steps into the shoes of its former European bosses, and the people are still exploited. He predicted neocolonialism before we even had a word for it. So look around today: debt traps, resource thefts, Western corporations looting Africa under the flag of development. That's Fanon's prophecy playing out in real time. He told us that freedom isn't just political, it's psychological, and it is economic. It's the right to not be ruled by somebody else's imagination of you. Frantz Fanon was a revolutionary. He was a doctor, a writer, but above all, he was honest. He told us the truth about the violence that built this world. He said that healing can't happen without accountability, and sometimes accountability isn't peaceful. They call him radical, but all he did was describe the disease and prescribe the cure. And the reason his name still scares people is because he made one thing clear: you can't reform oppression. You have to remove it, root and all.